The beginning of a new year is more than just a change of the calendar. It is an opportunity for reflection, growth, and transformation. It serves as a fresh start, a blank canvas where we can leave behind the challenges of the past and set new intentions for the future. It is a time to break free from the mental and emotional barriers that may have held us back and to embrace the possibilities that lie ahead. As we embark on this journey into the unknown, we must recognize that barriers are a natural part of life. They exist to challenge us, to test our resilience, and to push us toward greatness. But it is not the barriers themselves that define our success. It is how we respond to them. Every one of us faces obstacles, whether they are internal, external, or a combination of both. These barriers may come in the form of fear, self-doubt, past failures, or societal expectations. At times, they may feel insurmountable, leading us to question our abilities, our worth, or our path. However, it is essential to understand that barriers do not define us. They are simply tests of our strength, perseverance, and resolve. Each barrier is an opportunity to grow, to learn, and to emerge stronger than before. The true power lies in our ability to confront these barriers with courage, determination, and a mindset that is focused on progress rather than perfection. The challenges we face in life are not meant to hold us back. They are there to propel us forward. In fact, it is often through overcoming obstacles that we discover our true potential. When we break through barriers, we unlock new possibilities for success, fulfillment, and happiness. But this process begins with a shift in mindset. Instead of seeing barriers as roadblocks, we must view them as opportunities for growth. It is this change in perspective that enables us to transform challenges into stepping stones toward our dreams. As we move into the new year, it is essential to embrace the idea that barriers are not permanent. They are temporary, and with the right mindset, they can be overcome. The first step in breaking barriers is to acknowledge them and understand that they are a natural part of the journey. Whether they are external challenges such as financial limitations, societal constraints, or lack of resources, or internal obstacles like fear, self-doubt, or limiting beliefs, the key is to recognize that these barriers do not define us. They are simply obstacles to be navigated, not permanent roadblocks. This shift in mindset is crucial because it empowers us to take control of our lives and our futures. When we see barriers as challenges rather than limitations, we begin to understand that we have the power to overcome them. We are no longer at the mercy of circumstances, but rather we become the architects of our own destinies. This understanding is the foundation for unlocking limitless possibilities in the new year and beyond. However, changing our mindset is not always easy. It requires a willingness to confront our fears, to challenge our limiting beliefs, and to step outside of our comfort zones. Fear is often the most significant barrier we face, and it is a natural human response to the unknown. Fear of failure, fear of judgment, and fear of the unknown can all hold us back from pursuing our goals and dreams. But fear is not a sign of weakness. It is a sign of growth. It is a signal that we are stepping into unfamiliar territory where true growth and transformation occur. Instead of allowing fear to paralyze us, we must learn to confront it, face it head on, and use it as fuel to propel us forward. In addition to fear, self-doubt is another significant barrier that many of us encounter on our journey. We often doubt our abilities, question our worth, or wonder if we are capable of achieving our goals. But self-doubt is not the truth. It is simply a manifestation of our insecurities and fears. To break through this barrier, we must learn to trust ourselves, believe in our potential, and embrace our unique strengths. We are all capable of greatness, and the only thing standing in our way is the belief that we cannot achieve it. By shifting our mindset and cultivating self-confidence, we can break free from the chains of self-doubt and unlock our full potential. Growth, however, does not come without adversity. It is through adversity that we develop resilience, strength, and the ability to persevere. Challenges and obstacles are not obstacles to our success. They are the very things that shape us into the individuals we are meant to become. The road to success is rarely a straight line. It is filled with twists, turns, and detours. But it is in overcoming these obstacles that we build character, develop new skills, and learn valuable lessons that propel us toward our goals. The new year is an opportunity to not only break through existing barriers, but to lay the foundation for new goals and aspirations. Setting clear, specific, and achievable goals is essential in the process of breaking barriers and unlocking possibilities. When we set goals, we create a roadmap for our journey, giving ourselves direction and purpose. But it is not enough to simply set goals. We must also take consistent action toward achieving them. Success is not built on wishful thinking or passive desire. It is the result of hard work, determination, and relentless persistence. One of the most important aspects of breaking barriers is the understanding that success does not happen overnight. It is the result of small, consistent actions taken over time. In this journey, there will be setbacks, challenges, and moments of doubt. But it is during these times that we must remind ourselves of the bigger picture and keep moving forward. Success is not defined by how many times we fall, but by how many times we get back up. Persistence, resilience, and a relentless pursuit of our goals are what ultimately lead to success. As we approach the new year, let us embrace the mindset that barriers are not permanent, and that with the right tools, determination, and mindset, we can break through anything that stands in our way. Let us redefine what is possible and set our sights on new opportunities for growth, success, and fulfillment. The power to unlock limitless possibilities lies within us all, and it begins with the belief that we are capable of achieving greatness. In the upcoming year, let us resolve to embrace challenges, confront our fears, and break through the barriers that have held us back. Let us cultivate a mindset of growth, perseverance, and resilience. Together, we can unlock limitless possibilities and create a future that is defined not by the obstacles we face, but by our ability to overcome them. The new year is a blank slate, a chance to rewrite our story, redefine our potential, and pursue our dreams with unwavering determination. The possibilities are limitless, and it is time to break through the barriers that stand in our way. Barriers are an inevitable part of life. Whether we face them in our personal, professional, or emotional journeys, they will always be present. They can come in many forms. Unforeseen circumstances, limitations in our skills, external judgments, or even the environment around us. These obstacles often appear to be roadblocks that stop us from progressing, but in reality, they are not there to define who we are or to determine our future. Instead, they serve a much more powerful purpose. They challenge us. When we encounter a barrier, it is not the end of our path. It is a test of our resilience, our creativity, and our ability to adapt. Barriers force us to rethink our strategies, rethink who we are, and push us to find new ways of solving problems. They are not static. They evolve and change, requiring us to grow alongside them. And in this process of growth, we discover strengths we never knew we had and capabilities we never thought possible. Every barrier is an invitation to step up and rise above, not to shrink back. The importance of mindset cannot be overstated when it comes to overcoming barriers. Our mindset shapes how we approach challenges, how we view the world, and how we respond to adversity. When we face a barrier, the way we think about it will determine whether we see it as a hindrance or an opportunity for growth. If we have a fixed mindset, we may view obstacles as insurmountable problems, something that stands in the way of our success. This mindset makes us more likely to give up when faced with difficulties, believing that we simply aren't capable of overcoming them. On the other hand, if we adopt a growth mindset, we begin to see barriers as chances to learn, evolve, and stretch beyond our current abilities. Instead of feeling defeated, we recognize that challenges are the very things that will help us reach the next level of success. Changing our mindset can fundamentally alter the way we engage with barriers. It's about shifting our perspective from seeing an obstacle as something that blocks our path to viewing it as a puzzle to be solved, a stepping stone to be conquered. This transformation in thought opens up new possibilities and turns what seemed like limitations into opportunities for innovation, creativity, and personal development. When we embrace the idea that every barrier is temporary and can be overcome with the right mindset, we empower ourselves to take bold action even in the face of adversity. Fear, particularly the fear of failure and judgment, is one of the most significant barriers that holds people back from pursuing their dreams and reaching their full potential. It is a natural human response to feel afraid of failing, especially when we have a lot riding on a particular outcome. The fear of not being good enough or making mistakes can be paralyzing, leading many to avoid taking risks or trying something new altogether. Additionally, the fear of judgment, whether from peers, colleagues, or society, can make us overly cautious and hesitant to step outside of our comfort zones. This fear often stems from a deep-seated concern about how others perceive us and whether we will be accepted or rejected based on our actions. It can create a cycle of self-doubt and insecurity, preventing us from taking the bold steps necessary for growth. When we focus too much on avoiding failure or judgment, we end up limiting our own potential. We may choose not to pursue opportunities, stick with familiar routines, or shrink back from challenges that might help us evolve. However, confronting this fear is essential to breaking through barriers. The first step is acknowledging that fear rather than avoiding it. It's important to realize that fear is not a reflection of our ability. Rather, it is a signal that we are venturing into unknown territory, which is often where growth happens. We need to reframe our perception of failure, not as a setback, but as an inevitable part of the learning process. Failure is not the end, but a stepping stone towards success. By changing how we interpret failure, we can reduce its hold over us and use it as a tool for improvement. Similarly, the fear of judgment can be minimized when we shift our focus inward, recognizing that our worth is not defined by the opinions of others. When we stop measuring ourselves against external standards and instead focus on our own values, growth, and progress, the fear of judgment loses its power. Confronting fear requires courage, but it is through that courage that we unlock the potential to overcome the barriers that hold us back. By taking action despite our fears, we gradually weaken their influence and create a path forward toward greater accomplishments. Growth through adversity is one of life's most powerful lessons. While facing obstacles may initially seem daunting, it is through these very challenges that we are given the opportunity to grow, develop new skills, and become stronger individuals. Adversity is often the catalyst for transformation, pushing us beyond our comfort zones and forcing us to confront situations that test our limits. These difficult moments, though uncomfortable, provide the conditions necessary for us to evolve. When faced with adversity, we are compelled to find new ways of thinking and problem solving. It's in these moments that creativity and resourcefulness are born. We are often forced to adapt, to learn new strategies, and to tap into hidden strengths that we may not have realized we had. Obstacles demand that we stretch ourselves, learn from our mistakes, and improve our abilities. Every challenge offers a lesson, whether it's gaining better time management skills, learning how to communicate more effectively, or improving our emotional resilience. Moreover, the process of overcoming adversity strengthens our mental and emotional fortitude. With each obstacle we face, we become more capable of handling future challenges with greater confidence and grace. The experience of navigating hardship builds resilience, teaching us that failure is not permanent and that setbacks are simply part of the journey. As we grow through these difficult times, we become more self-aware, more empathetic, and more equipped to handle whatever comes our way. Through adversity, we also develop a deeper appreciation for success and achievement. When we know the struggles that came before our triumphs, the victories feel more meaningful and rewarding. It is through overcoming obstacles that we truly learn the value of perseverance, patience, and determination. The strength we gain through adversity not only helps us in the face of future challenges, but also inspires others to keep going when faced with their own struggles. Personal accountability is the cornerstone of growth and success. Taking responsibility for our actions and circumstances is not always easy, but it is absolutely essential if we are to move forward in life. It's easy to blame external factors, circumstances, other people, or even luck when things don't go as planned. However, true growth begins when we stop looking outward for explanations and start looking inward, recognizing that we have the power to shape our own lives. By owning our actions, we take control of our narrative, and in doing so, we unlock the potential for real change. When we hold ourselves accountable, we acknowledge that the choices we make, both big and small, have a direct impact on our lives. We stop playing the victim and start being the hero of our own story. This shift in mindset empowers us to make better decisions, learn from our mistakes, and take purposeful steps toward improvement. It's not about being perfect, but about recognizing that we are responsible for our progress. This ownership over our actions enables us to learn from failure and success alike, using both as stepping stones toward a more fulfilling life. Moreover, personal accountability encourages us to stop making excuses. When we take full responsibility for our circumstances, we stop giving ourselves permission to stay stuck or to avoid taking action. Accountability is about being honest with ourselves about where we are, where we want to go, and what it will take to get there. This honesty fuels the drive for continuous improvement and ensures that we remain proactive in seeking out opportunities for growth, even when faced with challenges. Taking responsibility also fosters self-discipline. It pushes us to set clear goals, create actionable plans, and stay committed to the process, even when it's difficult. When we hold ourselves accountable, we take ownership of our time, energy, and resources, which allows us to make more intentional choices that align with our values and aspirations. In this way, personal accountability isn't just about acknowledging mistakes. It's about taking deliberate action to ensure that we are always moving forward, learning, and evolving. The power of persistence is a force that drives success and achievement, particularly in the face of challenges. Success is rarely the result of a single moment of brilliance or luck. It is built over time through consistent effort, resilience, and an unwavering commitment to the goal. Every successful individual, regardless of their field, has encountered obstacles, setbacks, and moments of doubt. What separates those who achieve greatness from those who give up is their ability to persist through those tough times and remain focused on the long-term vision. Persistence is about showing up day after day, even when the road gets difficult or the progress seems slow. It's easy to be motivated when things are going well, but the true test of one's character and determination comes when faced with adversity. Persistence means pushing forward when the results are not immediate, when you face failure, or when others may doubt your abilities. It's about refusing to be discouraged, continuing to put in the work, and staying focused on your vision, no matter how long it takes to see results. Resilience is the companion of persistence. It's not just about sticking with the goal, but about bouncing back after setbacks. Life has a way of throwing curveballs at us, and failure is often part of the journey. However, resilience is the ability to get up, learn from those failures, and continue to move forward with even greater determination. It's this combination of persistence and resilience that leads to breakthroughs, whether in personal growth, professional achievement, or overcoming life's challenges. When you persist in the face of difficulties, you build a mental toughness that will serve you in all areas of life. Each challenge you face and overcome makes you stronger, more capable, and more confident in your ability to achieve your goals. Over time, persistence compounds. What seems like small, incremental steps today will lead to monumental progress down the line. By staying committed, no matter the obstacles, you will eventually reach the success you've been striving for, because persistence is a powerful force that refuses to be stopped by anything less than success. Self-doubt is one of the most insidious barriers that can hold us back from reaching our full potential. It is the voice in our head that questions our abilities, undermines our confidence, and convinces us that we are not good enough. This internal struggle can be paralyzing, making us hesitant to take action, pursue our dreams, or put ourselves in situations where we might fail. While everyone experiences self-doubt to some degree, it becomes a problem when we let it dictate our actions and limit our possibilities. The first step in overcoming self-doubt is recognizing that it is a natural part of being human. It's not a sign of weakness, nor does it mean that we are incapable. In fact, self-doubt can often be an indicator that we are pushing ourselves into new territory, challenging ourselves to grow. The key is not to eliminate self-doubt altogether, but to confront it and not let it control our decisions. By acknowledging it for what it is, a temporary feeling, not a permanent truth, we can begin to separate our thoughts from our actions. Once we recognize self-doubt, we must confront it head on. This means taking action in spite of it. Instead of waiting for the feeling of doubt to disappear before moving forward, we must push through it. It's about making the choice to act regardless of the fear or uncertainty we may feel. Every time we take a step forward despite our doubts, we weaken their power over us. Action is the antidote to self-doubt. The more we prove to ourselves that we are capable, the more we build confidence and self-belief. Overcoming self-doubt also requires reframing our mindset. Rather than viewing mistakes or failures as evidence of our inadequacy, we need to see them as opportunities for growth and learning. No one achieves success without encountering setbacks. In fact, failure is often a necessary part of the process, teaching us valuable lessons that success alone cannot provide. By viewing challenges as part of the journey and not as confirmation of our limitations, we can begin to quiet the voice of self-doubt and replace it with a more empowering narrative. In addition, we must surround ourselves with people who uplift and support us. Negative self-talk can be amplified when we are isolated or surrounded by others who also harbor doubts. Being in an environment that encourages growth, positivity, and self-belief can help drown out the noise of self-doubt and provide the reassurance we need to keep moving forward. Ultimately, overcoming self-doubt is about taking control of the narrative in our minds. It's about recognizing that we are capable, worthy, and deserving of success, regardless of the doubts that may arise. Confronting self-doubt head-on is not a one-time act, but a continual process of growth, action, and self-compassion. By facing our doubts, we gain the strength to move past them and step into the limitless possibilities that await us. Failure is often viewed as something to be avoided, a negative outcome to be feared and resisted. However, when we shift our perspective, we can see that failure is not the end, but rather a powerful tool for growth and an essential part of the journey toward success. Failure is not a reflection of our abilities or worth, but an opportunity to learn, adapt, and improve. It is through failure that we gain the most valuable insights, refine our skills, and develop resilience. One of the most important lessons failure teaches us is that success is not a straight path. It is filled with setbacks, obstacles, and challenges that we must overcome. The idea that we can achieve greatness without experiencing failure is a misconception. Every successful person has faced failure at some point. What sets them apart is not their ability to avoid failure, but their willingness to learn from it and use it as a stepping stone for future success. Failure teaches us humility. It forces us to confront our weaknesses and limitations, and it challenges our assumptions. While this may feel uncomfortable in the moment, it is an essential part of personal and professional growth. Through failure, we gain a deeper understanding of ourselves, our values, and what we are truly capable of. It teaches us that we are not defined by our mistakes, but by how we respond to them. When we fail, we have a choice to give up or to learn, adapt, and try again with more knowledge and determination than before. Moreover, failure helps us build resilience. It is often the hardest times that bring out our true strength. When we experience failure, we are forced to dig deep, to push through the discomfort, and to keep moving forward. It is through these experiences that we develop mental toughness and perseverance. Each failure becomes a lesson in resilience, teaching us to bounce back stronger, wiser, and more prepared for future challenges. The more we fail and recover, the more we strengthen our ability to face adversity without losing our momentum. Failure also fosters creativity and innovation. When things don't work out as planned, we are forced to think outside the box, reevaluate our strategies, and explore new solutions. Many of the world's greatest innovations were born from the ashes of failure. It is through trial and error that we discover what truly works. Failure encourages experimentation, risk-taking, and a willingness to step outside of our comfort zones. Without failure, we would not have the opportunity to test new ideas, iterate on them, and ultimately find the best path forward. Failure also teaches patience. Success rarely happens overnight, and often it is the result of sustained effort over time. It's easy to get discouraged when things don't go as planned, but failure reminds us that growth is a process. It requires persistence, a willingness to keep going even when progress seems slow. Through failure, we learn to embrace the journey rather than focusing solely on the destination. Each setback becomes an opportunity to refine our approach, adjust our goals, and continue moving forward with purpose and determination.